everybody, Cigar Titan here once again with my good friend Brother Stogie. Say hello to people.
Yo.
Brother Stogie, I feel like we're miles apart here with this big, huge humidor sitting in between us. Feels like you're all the way on the other side of the room.
But hey, bro, you hear me?
So Brother Stogie, I think it should be pretty obvious what today's video is going to be about, but you want to give them a little insight into what we're going to be discussing for today?
So just in case y'all didn't get the picture by the footage that showed before we did our intro right now, we are introducing the 250 count wine door humidor from NewAir.
So this humidor is thermoelectric, but it also has heat. We'll talk a little bit about that as well when we come back.
We will.
You ready to get started?
Yeah, let's give it to them.
So welcome back, everybody. So like we said at the beginning of the episode, today's episode is sponsored by NewAir, and we got some new toys here in the Stogie Den.
We do, man, because we got a lot of cigars.
That's true.
We're running out of space over here, man.
You can't be a cigar titan and not have any cigars, right?
Nope. Hey, yo. So wait, it is a busy week. It is a busy weekend.
It is,
because not only do our viewers gonna come and watch our video.
Right.
The day after it airs is Super Bowl Sunday.
That's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Who you going for?
You know, I don't know that I have a favorite in this game. I'm really just hoping that it's going to be a good game. I want one where there's some good scoring and it comes down to the wire. But you know, you got Tom Brady. You know, could be the GOAT.
I gotta call him
Could
the
be
GOAT.
the GOAT,
Man. Gotta call him the GOAT.
You got Patrick Mahomes. He's a young up and comer. This is now, I think, his second Super Bowl.
It is.
So it's going to be an interesting game. What about you?
Let's see if we do it twice, man. I want to see Tom Brady make history.
I know.
Again.
It's a testament. I'm telling you, it's a testament to just how good and how impactful a single player can be on a team. I mean, he goes from the New England Patriots, where they're like, it seems like they're in the Super Bowl every single year. I know they're not, but it seems like they're in the Super Bowl every single year. And he transfers, you know, they draft him over to the Buccaneers.
And the first year
in the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
You know, I kind of feel like that person that's in the car, but they ain't too tall enough to see over the dashboard. just the eyes for those big ass things. All right, man, y'all. So we here, man. Let's get into this thermoelectric. The name I said before wasn't the real name.
Thermoelectric humidor.
This is the 250 count thermoelectric cigar humidor, which is pretty much a wine door on their website, but it's a humidor made for cigars. You know what I'm saying? So on their website, you can find all kind of things. You find bigger ones of these, actual wineries to put wines in. But for this episode, we gonna focus on this bad boy right here.
Before we get into the specifics of this particular humidor, why don't we talk a little bit about the benefits that having a thermoelectric, I just like saying that word, thermoelectric humidor has compared to, say, your normal desktop humidors.
Well, we both have desktops, and you got your thermoelectric magnet humidor in there already set up. So the benefit right off the bat is that number one, you can hold more cigars in this bad boy.
That's true. You can actually hold a lot more now. So for those of you guys who haven't seen our introduction to our own personal humidors, after this one, go ahead, go back and watch that. But for those of you guys who don't know, I have an Adu thermoelectric humidor, which is similar to what you're seeing here on the table, but when you're talking pure storage capacity, this thing beats it hands down.
Right? I mean, and the cool thing too, so the element in which it humidifies your cigars, right? So it has like a fan built in, has the whole thermoelectric thing to where it circulates the humidification inside the humidor. So that's what you want, because usually with a regular standard desktop humidor, sometimes you have to rotate your sticks to make sure they all get properly humidified. But not here, it does it for it. And the cool thing about it, so it depends on the climate, because you know our viewers are everywhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? California, we don't really have to worry about adjusting ours with heat, but
not if you keep it in a nice, cool, dry place.
You know what I'm saying? But those who have like drastic changes in weather, if it gets too cold, it'll heat it up. If it gets too hot, it'll bring it down in temperature.
Yep.
No, because
hence the heating system in there. Exactly.
Yeah, it has a heating system. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So what you don't want them to get too dry, because then they don't perform right.
Right.
They get brittle. They break. The wrappers come off. And you don't want them to get wet. Why is that?
Because it gets soggy and it's really hard to smoke a wet cigar.
And what's the worst thing that can happen if cigars get wet?
If it gets too much moisture from your humidification, you can get mold. And even worse than that, if you get enough in there, I think it's probably somewhere around the realm of 80% humidity and above, you run the risk of getting tobacco beetles.
Could you imagine?
Your beautiful sticks.
Taking a drag and a bug comes out. I'll be creeped. That'll probably be the last day I smoke cigar. Real shit. That'll probably be the last day I smoke cigar. You know what I'm saying? But to get into the specs, I'm gonna read this straight from the manual, from the Winador Humidor. You know what I'm saying? So the specs, just in case y'all kind of wondering. Let's see. So what comes in it is 3 wood shelves, actually 2 flat shelves and 1 drawer. 2 keys.
Okay.
Keep the wife out of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta ask permission to put that on my key ring for my truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my kids too. Found out my kids were opening my desktop humidor, bro.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too for anybody out there. Like every time you open up your humidor, be it thermoelectric or desktop or cabinet or whatever, you're letting out a percentage of that humidity. You're exposing it to a different climate.
Yes, man. So yeah, lock them up because my 3 kids almost became no kids. So
Not no kids.
No kids.
Not
You know
no
what I'm
kids.
saying? Don't mess with daddy's stick. Anyway, so the dimensions of this bad boy is 19 by 3 inches in depth, 13 by 6 inches in width, and 18.5 inches high. So if you're trying to wonder where y'all gonna put this bad boy, there's some specs for you. So what I didn't mention, there's also like a little plastic container. Open it up for him. Get that. Jump with the plastic container. There's a little plastic container inside the drawer. You know what I'm saying? You get that out.
And that is one of the things about this humidor. You got to have the door. So wherever you're storing it, make sure you're storing it in an area where you can get about, I think it's about 180 degrees opening. I could be way off on that, but.
So inside is that beautiful little plastic container. That's where you put
your beads in there.
Your beads so you distill water.
And it has 2 Spanish, actually it has 1 Spanish cedar drawer and 2 Spanish cedar trays in here. The dimensions for this particular humidor actually will allow you to fit a box of cigars in here, which is nice. I can't do that with the Audio. I have to take them out of the box and then put them in there. But with this particular design, for the NewAir humidor, you can actually fit a box of cigars there on the bottom. So, and one other thing too, real quick, Brother Stogie, just so you guys know, the light that you're seeing coming off the humidor right here is a light that we personally added. It's one of our aperture lights. We wanted to give you guys some perspective as to what the inside, the dimensions of the humidor were. So this light, there is a light here, an LED light on the top here. We don't have it plugged in at the moment, but it doesn't typically light up this bright or this blue.
But it does illuminate the entire unit inside though.
It does illuminate the entire unit, and you can always add more LED lights if you want. But just be careful, the more LED lights you tend to add to these humidors,
the more warmth you add on the inside.
The more warmth you add to the inside. Yes, sir. So I want to talk a little bit about the seal.
Oh yeah, man. So this is very nice, beautiful seal, and it's actually a magnetic seal. It's nice and thick all the way through. It's a solid build, man. The door itself is like
I actually had to pinch it. We'll do it again here. So there is a little handle here. You guys probably saw it at the beginning of the video that you can grab and pull open, and you can see like it's got a nice little airtight seal there. Or you can just kind of twist and pinch it open. But this, it's like a fridge. I mean, it vacuum kind of seals or magnetically seals it in there to prevent any outside air from getting in the humidor, which is very nice. And it's got kind of what would you say, like a brushed nickel?
Satin almost.
Yeah, like a satin or a brushed nickel finish here on the outside.
I mean, so the looks, the cosmetics of it, and just the overall structure of it is just A1. Man, so what you smoking?
So today I'm actually smoking one of my personal favorites out of my humidor. This is the Arturo Fuente Sun-Grown Rosado R Vitola 44 in Robusto.
Okay. Okay. Cigar geek over here.
Yes, sir. What about you?
I am actually smoking a Dutch Master.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate.
More to come on that in another episode.
I ain't gonna tell y'all where that came from. You know what I'm saying? That's another video for y'all. But This bad boy smells just like a chocolate Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, it does.
But it does not taste like one though.
It doesn't.
It tastes like your regular, your normal, medium body, mild body.
Yeah.
No body. You know what I'm saying? Body cigar. So it's like a kind of cruising chill since we're talking about the humidor today.
Right.
Not to worry about no flavor transition. We're not doing all that today. We just chilling. We just smoking. All right, so we got this big old thing right here. So I know you're already asking us in the comments, especially our beginners, how do you season one of these bad boys? So we'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? So in the manual, just in case y'all go in and get you one, they actually tell you how to season your humidor. So they kind of tell you to add distilled water to the included moisture container that we saw, or add a sponge that is damp with distilled water. Make sure that the water is not touching the wood directly because you don't want to warp the wood of the shelves, or else you pretty much ruin your entire humidor. You gotta buy new shelves. A lot of moisture container or other humidity adding device to sit in the humidor until it reaches a relative humidity of 5% higher than your preferred level.
For those of you guys who are not fans of the hygrometers that typically come with humidors, there is a digital hygrometer that does come on this humidor. Not 100% sure just how accurate it is, but if you want to get your own personal, Cigar or whatever hygrometer and pop that in there just to play it safe, you can always do that.
And I also heard they have like these Boveda seasoning packs.
Yes.
So I've heard some people, I know Tim from Cigars Daily, he's done it, where you get the Boveda cigar packs and you just kind of throw them in there, leave them for a few days, see if the whole unit picks up the humidity in the thing, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But I like the old school methods. I know that I did it thoroughly and properly. So I like to get the whole sponge, clean sponge, very brand new sponge. Keep the pack of 6 or whatever, get a brand new sponge, dip it in the distilled water, make sure it's just lightly damp, take the shelves from out of the humidor and just lightly brush them. And as you brush the shelves will turn color.
Right.
To let you know that it's getting wet. Do not oversaturate your shelves, please, because you will ruin the shelves of the humidor. And do that for everything. Take the drawer out, every section, every crevice, kind of get that all going. And what you do is you put distilled water in the container and leave it in there. Yep. Close your humidor, leave for a few days.
Now the good thing about a humidor this size is that there is some, like we said, most of the stuff that you're going to have to season is the Spanish cedar shelving and the little storage compartment in there. Outside of that, everything else in the humidor here is a plastic, so you're not gonna have to sit there and season all that. It's really just gonna have to be the shelves. Should be a simple thing.
But keynote, the NewAir did leave in a manual for the directions to make sure you use a mild detergent, which probably a little soap and water,
yep.
Probably more water than soap. Clean the inside of it without the shelves, and I'll wipe the shelves with this. But the inside of the humidor to kind of get rid of that new plasticky warehouse smell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Leave it, let it air dry, keep the door open, let all that dry up, and then go begin your whole seasoning process.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, probably a couple of hours. Let everything set. Once you're done cleaning it out, you should be good to go.
Go ahead and season it. So I'll probably, season it up for 3 days, see if it holds my 68 to 70%.
Yep. Now, I'm a tech guy.
He is.
And I like buttons. I just like to push things. If you got a button, I'm pushing it. So just be warned. You invite me somewhere, you got buttons in your house, buttons in your car, I'm pushing them.
If you got a Capcom game or a Mortal Kombat game, hide that shit so he won't play, because that's all him.
I'm pushing buttons. And this has buttons. Kind of like, I wouldn't call them buttons, but like...
They're not buttons.
Touch screen
receptacles.
Receptacles, sure.
I'm the word guy. I'm the word guy. You know what I'm saying?
And what are these for?
So this right here, so this is your temperature control right here. So it ranges anywhere between 54 and 74 degrees, 52 to 74 degrees. It's minimum and maximum that it'll go to. Then it kind of shows it here. You can adjust for Fahrenheit or Celsius depending on where you're from. I know different countries go Celsius, so we do Fahrenheit.
Right.
And then here is your turn off button. Turn the light on.
Yep.
Right here. Boom. Turn light on. Boom. Turn light off. But there's no buttons. It's nice and clean. You can keep it all. It's all nice and flush with the window. And it's sexy and sleek, man.
Speaking of the window, one thing. See, and this is where we have a tendency to disagree. Brother Stogie and Cigar Titan don't always agree on everything. So my Audu humidor has a reflective, almost mirror-like glass over the front of the humidor. So I walk over there, I can't see what's inside. However, with the NewAir, it's completely see-through, as you guys can see here on camera, and you can see right inside the humidor. Now the benefit to that, this is where I stand.
Okay, go ahead.
The benefit to that is if I'm kind of looking for a cigar to take out of my humidor, I can actually just kind of look into the humidor for something like this without having to open it up for an extended period of time and letting out all that humidity.
True, true.
But the aesthetics, Brother Stogie is all about style.
I'm all about style with the all-do. What I liked about the all-do, you know what I'm saying, was that it was reflective. So if you look in the window, all you see is you. You can't see inside the humidor. But for me, that gives me a clean finish with all my furniture and my decorations and stuff. How I got everything set up. I like that finish. But you had a point. So I agree with you. Okay. So when people come over, hey, Brother Stogie, look at that cigar, you know what I'm saying? You look. Don't open, look first. See what you want. It's right there. All right, open, close. That's it. Open, close. You know what I'm saying? And then I agree with him again too, you know what I'm saying? So if you run out of something, your Arturo Fuente sun-grown rosados, especially out of 1962s, and you only got like 2 left, you know you need to order a box. You know what I'm saying? Or my Nub Cafe series, only got 3 left, I need to order a box. So that's good about this is you can keep, you know, inventory on your stuff without having to keep opening and closing your humidor.
Yeah. I like people to see what I got in my humidor.
Flashy, huh?
Yeah, it's flashy.
I like flashy with aesthetics. People come over and see my, oh, that's nice. I can't see inside. Well, it ain't on yet. You know, I don't have nothing in it yet. But it look good, don't it? It look good, don't it?
So, Brother Stogie, for the Titans out there who are in the market for a new humidor, what's the cost of something like this run?
Or which one of our Titans would want something like this? Who is this?
Who's this for?
Who's this targeting? You know what I'm saying? Who's this for? Exactly. So this is for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
You want to up your cigar game?
If you brand new in the cigar game, like, no, I want to go big. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a thermoelectric humidor with a heater in it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you've been in the game for a while, you've had your desktop humidor and it's kind of like it's not really serving its purpose anymore.
I know somebody like that.
You know what I'm You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, now you're overflowing with cigars and you need more room, you know, boom, you get one of these. Or you just want something fancy, there you go. So what's the price of it? I'll let you know. You know
good.
It's $399, $399 on NewAir.com.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if there's too much for you, we got you, man.
That's right. We've got a coupon, Cigar Titans at checkout. We'll get you 10% off a 250 count NewAir thermoelectric humidor with heating.
Man, oh, that's a long ass title, huh?
That is.
Jeez. And just so you get the right SKU number and the right item to make sure you buy the wrong thing. Don't come over here talking about, hey, I actually bought the 500. No, we got you.
We'll link everything down below in the description.
Below, the SKU number, everything will be in the description below for you to go and get one of these bad boys for yourself.
That's right. Brother Stogie.
Yeah.
It's that time.
It's football time.
That's right.
It's football time.
What should the people do?
Huck it, chuck it, football! Yeah. Hey, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. All newcomers, welcome. Come join the Titan fam.
We're going big.
Yes. Comment after you subscribe.
Yeah.
You watch that video, comment, talk to us. We talk to everybody. You know, talk to the people who are talking to us. They all talk to each other.
That's right.
You know, hit that bell so you get that new notification every time Cigar Times posts a new video for y'all, which is every week. Sunday, sometime. Hey, it was 2 last week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you ain't watched our past videos, go back.
Right.
Go watch the video or two.
Consume the content. We put it out there.
You know what I'm saying? Grab your wife, your lady, your homeboy, and go watch some stuff. Until next time. Oh, happy Black History Month.
There you go.
We got videos coming for y'all. Happy Black History Month. Right?
Absolutely.
Black uncles matter. You know what I'm saying?
Next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next week. All right?
Okay.
Live how you smoke. Smoke how you live. That's smooth, baby.
We'll see you guys next time.